What's up, dude? It's Joshy J. This is my new studio setup at the moment. Um, I'm currently based in Cape Town, so yeah, I've just been moving into my new place. So yeah, I've just been setting everything up. And I've been going through just ideas that I wrote down a while ago about videos that I've been wanting to make. And one of the ones was talking about intention. And I think a lot of people know this because intention is more something that we can't really intellectualize too much. Intention is the thing that you can't see, but you can feel. For example, you can kind of feel someone's intentions towards a certain situation, or you can feel your own intentions if you are self-aware enough towards a certain situation, and you're able to, it's the thing that you know at your core. And a lot of the times when you get good at reading, the more self-aware you become, the better you become at reading other people's intentions. And this is why I wanted to just go over intentions. I thought intentions in the light of your career is a really great thing to be able to understand. And a lot of these videos that I make them to be able to alleviate the viewer. So I would want my audience to be able to feel more alleviated now that they've listened to this. It's like alleviating different concepts in your mind that people have kind of touched on, but they haven't really gone over. So a lot of these things are to free you up. And when you understand your own intention towards a certain subject, you kind of know it at your core, despite what is expected of you. And intention goes a long way because it can be more powerful than expectation. I mean, everyone has expectations. Like, heck, we live in modern life. There's all kinds of expectations put on us. And I think when we can break ourselves free from the expectations by knowing our own intentions towards a thing, I feel like we become greater than whatever the expectation is. And at least for myself, I know that I apply that same theory and that same concept towards me making art. And a lot of these videos that I make, it all links to the thing that I'm probably most passionate about, which is doing concept art for video games and animation. So that's how I want to link it today. And I think that I read a while ago, said that whether the project turns out successful or not is completely irrelevant. It's the doing that is the fulfilling part. And when I read that in the beginning, I didn't completely understand it, but the more I kind of pondered on it and the more I kind of let it sink in, the more I realized that's actually very true. It's the intention is more important. So it's the act of me pursuing the craft is what makes me successful, is what makes my art grow. It's not the fact that the art didn't turn out completely amazing or completely successful at that exact point, but it's just the fact that I was actually doing it, that I was putting energy into it. A lot of your intention is just like energy directing. Like, a lot of people talk about energy, like, what is that? It's a lot like, you can't lie about energy and you can't lie about intention. And when you're directing your intention, you're directing your energy towards a certain thing. And if you're trying, so your intention is the trying part. If you're trying, that means you're making progress. And trying is more of a doing word, and it's your intention that is the doing word, and it's the part where you show someone what it is that you do rather than just like telling them what it is that you do. And when this sunk in, I was like, wow, that's actually so true, because I was so much more attracted to people who just showed me what they did rather than just like spoke about it, you know? also remember listening to this one thing that Naval was saying, where it was like, when we build our lives, we want to build it with a solid steel work and a foundation. And when you're talking about all these things and you're not actually doing them, and you're not like fulfilling your intention into the thing, you kind of are just like scattering things all about. But when you're actually doing it from the ground up, it builds a solid foundation and a steel frame of understanding. And a lot of these things, when you just follow your intentions, you end up learning things by accident. So you end up kind of figuring stuff out by accident, because you're following your own intentions, and your intentions are the things that don't lie, and that's probably the most attractive part about them. The thing is with intention, because it doesn't lie, you have to actually want the thing bad enough. You know, because you can't lie. If you want it with all the intention and all the right intent, and it's the only thing that you want, and you would do anything to have this thing, you'll end up getting it. You will end up getting it. And you just give yourself enough time and you'll eventually end up getting it. But it's all about the intention. And a lot of the times, like, for example, I know like a lot of artists compare themselves, a lot of young artists starting out compare themselves to other artists, and it ends up becoming so destructive, because you are comparing number one, you're comparing yourself, but it takes away that intention. Whereas like, if your intention is to be able to just get good at art, the process of making it becomes far more attractive, because you know deep down your intentions are golden, and your intentions are, I just want to be great at art, and I don't need to compare myself, because it doesn't matter how good I get, because I know my intentions are just fulfilling that part of me getting good at art. And this is why intention became such a big thing, because I was like, I want to make sure my intentions are like, why did I actually want to become a great artist? I wanted to know that my intentions were golden, and that like I wanted to become a great artist just because I love making cool stuff. And I even find like, although I make art for games, I don't necessarily play as much. And I realized like, why is this? I was like, there was a point where I was like, should I be playing more games? And I realized like, just the creation process, the part of making the art was more fulfilling than actually playing the game. And that's how I knew my intentions were golden. And I feel like if you can understand it at that level, you at least know what you don't want to do. And at least this might even spark a whole bunch of things that you were doing where your intentions were flawed, that you kind of were like, actually, this is, I can't do this anymore because my intentions are like flawed. There's a whole bunch of things that I don't really understand. I'm just doing it because like, this is what you're supposed to do or whatever. And I think understanding your intentions is a big part of self-awareness. This is what I was talking about like in the beginning of the video. And it's like the saying that says like, you always get what you want. And I know that's always said and it sounds really simple, but if you think about it, you do always get what you want because you're putting your intentions into it. And some people don't even realize that they're attracting the things that they're attracting. So they're putting energy into the things that they are, because intentions is all about energy. That's the number one thing that you got to know about intentions, is that it's all about projecting and like shooting arrows of energy towards something that you want. And you got to know that those are the things that you want. And sometimes you end up attracting these things that are like, I mean, like, I don't even want this to be a part of my being and part of my life. And you've got to have your, not even desires, you've just got to have your path quite focused. And when you know the things that feel fulfilling, your intention towards the thing, it elevates the learning curve so drastically. And I realized that like when I first started making art, I was like, this is, I think the intention of making art was a little different to what it is now, because I was like, I just want to be like good because I want to get like famous. And then I realized like, I actually want to get good because I love making art and I love making things look rad. I love making creatures. I love designing worlds. And when I realized this, I was like, my intentions are more golden. And if some days I'm feeling like tired or down and I don't really feel like carrying on, like I feel like I should take a break today, then I just take a break, because I know my intentions are good. Like my intentions are good, and when I'm taking a break, maybe some of those days I'll watch some tutorials that I bought, or I'll go through another art video, and that way I know my intentions are just good, and I don't need to like feel bad for not doing the thing that that feels like it's my purpose, you know? Getting the accuracy of the thing that is pulling you towards it is just about making sure that you've got it accurate, you've got it down. If you can simplify the thing that your intention is on in just a phrase, then you know that it's more simple enough. Like for me, it was like, I really want to be healthy, and I really want to make great art. I want to make powerful art. That's what I want to do. It wasn't even great, it was powerful. I use that word a lot just because I wanted to kind of send that word out so that it would bring that type of stuff back. And this is how I kept my path really focused. And it's you just gotta, you know what it is, the thing that you're putting your intention into. It's because you'll know it's the thing when it's the thing that you can't wait to wake up and do. Then you know this thing deserves all my intention. And when you love the process of it, it becomes easy. And the great part about intention is once you've put all your intention into doing something, it starts to become very natural, and you start to not fake anything, because you can't fake intention. That's the main thing. You can't fake it. You can't fake intention. And when your intentions are golden, they just happen and repeat over and over and over and over again. Eventually, you have this solid foundation of understanding of your intentions, and also the understanding of the things that you really want to pursue. I can apply a lot of that towards learning fundamentals. Like if you're an artist and you love learning fundamentals, that's how you know you love art, because your intentions are just to become good at art. I mean, then you know you don't mind taking the small steps to get you there. And when I started diving just into, I mean, intentions for me were never, like I never really dissected them at a point. But the minute I started kind of realizing what intentions were and the power that they held, I kind of realized like this is a good thing to be able to try and really understand. And I had to realign some intentions. Some were already great. Some people start off with a different setting than others. And it's just worth noting what you're putting your energy towards. And that's where intentions are. You can apply it to anything. I think like I make sure my intentions are good, like in relationships, in all the things that I do, in my art career, in the way that I make these videos as well, these YouTube videos. I need to know what my intentions are. And it kind of just like frees you up, because you're like, no matter what the outcome is, I know that my intentions were good, and that's how I know it's fulfilling. Intentions are meant to fulfill you. They're meant to be the thing that brings you more life than before. And that's how you know your intentions are golden. Cool guys, thank you so much for sticking through. I hope you guys enjoyed the artwork playing in the background. It was a really interesting topic, and that I found very interesting. And I'd love to know what you guys think about this topic of intentions. What do you guys put your intentions towards, and how have they come true? That's really great to know as well, is you put your intentions towards something and you kind of, it's great to see the outcome of it. So I'd love to know what your guys' outcomes are of the things that you put good intention into. But otherwise, I will check you guys in the next one. Cheers.